the love spell. Agatha had always been shy, especially around Andy, the boy she'd been crushing on for months. With Valentine's Day approaching, she decided she needed an edge. While scrolling online, she stumbled across a website claiming to offer guaranteed love spells. Most of it seemed like nonsense, but one spell caught her eye. The binding of true affection. It promised to make the target fall head over heels, no questions asked. All it required was a photo of the person, a red candle, and a few whispered words. Desperate to make Andy notice her, Agatha bought a candle and printed his picture. That night, she lit the candle in her dimly lit bedroom and placed Andy's picture in front of it. The instructions were simple: repeat the incantation 3 times while focusing on her desire. The words felt strange on her tongue, foreign and guttural, but she didn't stop. When she finished, the flame flickered violently, casting twisted shadows on the walls. For a moment, she thought she heard faint whispers, but the room fell silent. Uneasy, Agatha blew out the candle and climbed into bed, convincing herself it was all just silly fun. The next day at school, Andy greeted her with a smile. Her heart soared. Maybe the spell had worked. But as the day went on, his behavior grew odd. He followed her everywhere, his gaze never leaving her. His compliments were sweet at first, but they quickly became unsettling. "You're all I think about," he whispered during lunch, his eyes wide and unblinking. By the end of the day, Agatha felt suffocated. Andy was waiting for her by her locker, holding a single red rose. His hand was trembling and his face was pale. "I had to see you," he said, his voice shaky. "It's like something is forcing me. I can't stop." Before she could respond, the lights in the hallway flickered and a chill swept through the air. Andy's expression shifted from adoration to terror. "She's here," he whispered, dropping the rose and backing away. "Who?" Agatha asked, but she already felt it, the presence behind her. She turned slowly and her breath caught. Standing in the shadows was a figure cloaked in darkness, its form barely human. Its eyes glowed red, and a twisted smile spread across its face. "You called me," it hissed, its voice like 1,000 whispers. "Love cannot be forced without a price." Agatha stumbled backward, her mind racing. "I didn't mean to." "Oh, but you did." The entity moved closer, its form growing darker, more menacing. "You summoned me. Now I'll take what's mine." Andy screamed as the entity surged forward, but its gaze was locked on Agatha. The next morning, Agatha's room was empty, save for the melted remains of the candle. Andy, pale and shaken, claimed he didn't remember anything, but he would never forget the feeling of being watched.